Hello everybody and welcome to Konopiście Open 2023 represented by Discmania. We are in beautiful Benešov, Czech Republic at the Franz Ferdinand Disc Golf Park at the Konopiště casual surroundings. Let's get right to the course, right into the action with Hjalte Jensen throwing an ace on hole 1 on the opening day. 122 meters, par 3. That's amazing. That's an amazing start for his tournament there. Congrats to Hjalte Jensen for that great ace. And here we have his scores. He also took a birdie on hole 2. And coming up to you from Helsinki studio, my name is Esa-Pekka Tupala, I'm your host today, and with me I have one of the best lefties from Finland, Teemu Nissinen, everybody.
Nice to see you, everybody. Can't wait today, and we will have an exciting weekend at Konopište.
Yeah, we have some awesome disc golf ensured for you guys following there at Disc Golf Network or from the YouTube. And if you're unfamiliar with the Euro Tour, how does it work? We'll show you right now. So we have 8 different countries and we are playing across them all over Europe, and we have a total of 11 PDGA Euro Tour events this year, and 7 of the best results count towards the Tour Championship, which is held in October at the Andalusia Open, and it's an invitational only tournament for the best of this tour. Let's take a look at the full schedule of the Euro Tour 2023. So we are now at the Konopište, which is the second stop of the Euro Tour, and we are having Krokol Open, Swedish Open, Skellefteå, PCS Sula Open, Åland Open, Alotsaguse, and Andalusia Open to wrap things up, so to say. Great to have you here with us, joining first time Disc Golf Network streaming from Euro Tour. And last week was the Pro Forester, the first stop of the Euro Tour 2023, and we're gonna see some highlights from there when Paul Macbeth took it down for the first Euro Tour victory. He had some solid performances there, would you say, Teemu?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. He played pretty much flawless all weekend last week.
He won by 8 strokes to next to the line Jakub Semerad, who is also on our feature card today with his fellow Czech Petr Strigler. And here's some Paul Macbeth stats for you. He's leading the tournament, the Tour 2023 Euro Tour, of course taking the victory, and Jakub following suit with 90 points and Scott Stokely taking 80 points. It's gonna be an amazing weekend, as you said, Teemu, and we're gonna send you right down to the action on the hole 1 where our feature card is ready to tee off.
Yeah, enjoy the show.
So welcome everybody to Konopiště Open 2023, presented to you by Discmania. This is your feature MPO card, and first on the tee from Huntington Beach, California, sponsored by Discraft, your 6-time world and current world champion, Paul Macbeth.
Mr. Paul Macbeth, welcome to the Euro Tour by Disc Golf Network. His first PDGA licensed year was 2005, and he turned pro 2008. He's been here 3 times prior. Choosing the forehand on the edge of the circle 1.
Second on the tee from Moravský Krumlov, Czech Republic, sponsored by Discmania, your 2 times Czech Disc Golf Tour winner, Petter Strigler.
Petr is a young gun, 17 years old this year.
Yeah, and he's from Czech, so he have some locals to root for the guy.
Seems to be a bit out of bounds there, long.
Yeah.
To continue to
Third
the
on the
drop zone.
team.
Yeah, he's
From
gonna head
Konopiště,
into the drop
Finland.
zone, so.
Sponsored by Discmania, your current European champion, Niklas Anttila.
Niklas Anttila from Kuopio, Finland, this 22-year-old player has been showing some remarkable things in the States to this season.
Yeah, this is the first tournament in Europe this year for Niklas.
Choosing a stable approach disc. Looking pretty good.
Yeah, circle edge.
Maybe a
Pretty
bit
good
closer
start.
than Paul.
And rounding
We'll
up
see.
our feature card from Žlebík, Czech Republic, sponsored by Latitude 64, your current world putting champion, Jakub Semera.
As of last year, Jakub Semera is your putting world champion, as can be heard there. Seems similar to Niklas's approach. Can they skip? That's beautiful. And so our feature card has teed off.
Yeah, pretty good drives, 1 OB, but 3 good birdie opportunities coming up.
Let's see the course close up for the Franz Ferdinand Konopiště Casual Park. It's established at 2015. It's a temporary course, hosted 2018's Major and 2021's European Championships. So the par is 66 and the length of the course is 3,315 meters, almost 11,000 feet. And the castle was originally built in 1294, so it has a history, and these trees are a couple of years old, as Teemu said in the morning show when we watched the FPO tackle this course. These stats were given to you by UDisc, the app for disc golfers.
Yeah, this course is something else, like we see on this flyover drone footage, that there is a Konopiště Casual, and yeah, this is very unusual place to play disc golf, and we're lucky to see the footage over the weekend.
Yep. As we see Peter there throwing from the drop zone, I will ensure you, all watchers, we don't have any error in that statistic there. We have 2 Dahlens sharing the lead. We have Gustav Dahlen and Philip Dahlen from Sweden. They both are -8 for the round. And that's an exciting place to be for those Swedes.
For sure.
Paul Macbeth, putting for birdie 2. He gave it air, but was there some wind action, would you say?
Yeah, from the morning when we saw FPO plays, there was 0 wind, but now it seems like the wind has picked it up a little bit, so a bit tougher conditions for MPO players.
That's a great birdie for Niklas to open the tournament for his part. We are hearing from the course that there might be some thunder coming up with this wind, so we'll see how this develops, this situation. Strigler for bogey. That's a good catch. He'll take his bogey and move on. We still have Jakub a couple of meters from the back OB for birdie. Nothing questionable there.
Yeah, putting world champion shows how it's done.
That's a great point, Teemu. And Paul starting his tournament with a par. Let's go to see Hjalti Jensen, how he's continuing his tournament after that ace. This is from hole 3. That's huge, Teemu, that's huge drive. And it misses those branches. He's gonna have an eagle look.
Exactly.
Let's go to Teemu's tips, presented to you by Black Ink Discs.
Yeah, angle control will be crucial since there's lots of elevation change. We're throwing a lot of downhill and uphill. Putting from 25 to 50 feet, this course will give you a bunch of birdie opportunities. So you will need to make putts to make birdies.
And avoid those bogeys.
Yeah, exactly. Don't give easy strokes on the course.
Let's go back to the hole 3. Daniel Davidson putting for 3
For eagle.
for eagle.
Easy money.
Easy money around the edge of the circle 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
Couple pars and an eagle. That's a way to kick things.
Daniel has huge distance, and I think he might have never picked that hat off from his head.
Yeah.
I mean, he has had to, right? He's sometimes wearing the sydvest or something. But he does those changes in the quiet. Niklas Anttila on the tee of second. Par 4, uphill. Listen to that snap coming out of Niklas's hand.
That looked fine. On this hole, it's super crucial to get as far as left as possible. If you're pinched on the right side, then it's hard to get a birdie look.
Jakub next. A little more flat drive from Jakub.
Yeah, that should be in a perfect position.
Paul Macbeth. A little bit wider. These guys are doing great.
Yeah, that was a great shot. This hole plays a lot of uphill, so you don't even notice that much on the footage, but it's steep uphill and they're throwing full power shots to get around the corner.
And Peter going huge and high. And we'll soon be with them to make the approach shots. And we'll visit Hjalti Jensen putting for eagle on the hole 3. Is he long, Teemu?
He's a bit long.
And now he
That
was a
was
bit
from
too low.
Circle's edge.
Circle's edge, yeah.
That would have been a start. Ace, birdie, eagle.
That would have been some epic start for the tournament, would you say?
Yeah, now he's only 4 down, first 3.
And we have some interesting results there. Roni Rönkkönen from Finland tied third, 8 holes played, -7. So that's an interesting stat there. He's had 7 birdies and 1 par. Solid, should we say?
And even the 1 par that he missed a birdie putt inside the circle, so he came to play today.
As did those other people there, and Jakub Knapek 6 down, tied 9th at this moment. 12 holes played, so we'll see what he can do for the rest of the holes. But the Dahlen guys still leading the tournament, -8 total. Beautiful Konopište Castle Park there. You will get these drone shots today, don't worry. We will show them to you because they are great. They're beautiful. Strigler throwing second. He had a nice gap from the rough there. How would you describe the rough here in Konopište, Teemu?
It's not too bad. It actually, if you go into the woods, the trees are so big, so there is usually always some gaps that you can navigate. Yeah, I think that the main thing here is still to keep it in the fairway. And but you want to be very aggressive. Rough is not too punishing.
You can see the FPO basket there. We've had some changes to the Konopište layout this year. 8 holes total are different for the FPO than from the MPO most known layout. This is Niklas throwing 2. Hits the gap. Get some branches from the inside, I think.
Yeah. Don't know where it ended up, but Paul is in a prime position.
Yeah.
Go for the green.
He can't complain about that footing.
Yeah.
Paul really hasn't had the start for his season that he was hoping for. He's had success here in Europe on 8 years, but not so much on the Pro Tour, on the States. Second throw on the hole 2. That's keeping up nicely.
Yeah, that should be in quite close to the basket.
And Jakub maybe a bit pinched here.
Yeah.
These were huge shots for all of these guys. Jakub unfortunately getting a tree from the outside curve. And let's go to the number 4, the hole 4, to see Hjalte Jensen. He's putting for par. And a bit low again. So an ace, birdie, and a bogey. So that's an exciting train to travel on.
Yeah, pars are boring, so.
Who would like to take those? And back to hole 2. Jakub running this a bit long, but he's going to be happy with that. He's going to take his par. And next in line is Niklas. Circle 2, but he has some pretty nasty branches there on his way. Going to the knee, trying to give this a little bit more of a twist from the wrist.
Yeah, I think for Niklas the distance will not be an issue since he have a good spin putt.
Nice try there for the young talented player Niklas. Gonna be settling for par. Paul Macbeth putting for birdie. And taking the 3 to his card. Niklas taking the par. So they're back even with their own card here. Niklas and Paul. Peter. And Jakub taking the par. We'll take a short commercial break. We'll be with you soon enough. Don't go away.
So one of my friends gave me this set of DGPT trading cards because they know I'm into disc golf and looking at tiny pictures of my favorite players, I guess. Oh, wow. A relic card. It's got a piece of disc in it from Paul McBeath. Ha! So apparently that Paul McBeath relic card was pretty rare and worth a lot of money. So I got 3 more sets. You know, the more I do this, the more I see why people get so intense about trading cards. I'm still doing this ironically, by the way. Oh my gosh. 6 times 20, on-card auto, case hit, bookend. It's gotta be at least a 9. Look at how perfect that is. Those sharp corners. 3 big hits, only 2 dupes. Oh, this box was a banger. I'm definitely sending this in. I'm buying all the Heimberg I can get my hands on. So if you see something...
Welcome back to Konopište 2023 Eurotour second stop at the beautiful Franz Ferdinand disc golf course. We saw some great things from the FPO on the morning, and now we are back with the MPO and on the hole 3. This is a longer one.
Yeah, par 5,
When you first sign up for
320
a
meters.
PDJ
And
membership,
Paul is
you're given
opting
a
for
PDJ
roller.
number. Your PDJ number is a stamp for when you got involved in the sport. It's a badge of pride for players
You can
and
see
a part of your disc golf identity. Get your
we
number
have some
today.
rain,
Visit
folks.
pdj.com/join.
Better carding another birdie there on the hole 2, opting for the forehand here.
Pulse Disc Golf Academy is the world's biggest online platform for learning the curves and angles of the world's
have the stability
fastest
to come
growing
back.
sport. Register today and get access to
Easy.
clear and
Yeah.
well-structured lessons and exercises
That's good.
from the very best ever to throw the disc.
And
New
third
content uploaded
on the
every
tee,
week.
Niklas
Start
Anttila.
learning today.
He's sliding roller as well. The key is to get upright if possible.
I'm sure many Discmania fans can recognize that disc. This is looking good, Teemu.
Yeah, this is, if it missed that tree,
Yeah,
it hit that tree.
yeah.
It would have been perfect if
Got
it would have
41
curled
feet for
right
Gossage.
side to that tree.
It's a game of
But
inches.
still a prime position for
General
champion,
by latitude
Adam
64,
Dennis.
also opting for the roller, but that was a really
A round of
unstable
disc golf
disc.
can be long, and if you're playing in a tournament,
This
it can
is
feel like a
very
That's-
marathon.
nice.
that's
This can
ideal
leave you
position.
physically and mentally
That's
fatigued by
great
the end
for
when
Jakub
your
Semerad.
shots matter most. With space for your discs,
And our
water,
feature card here,
and even a place
they're
to sit.
facing some
a cart
Some
enables you to bring what you
really
need,
interesting
helping you feel more
conditions now.
prepared and energized without carrying
if
the
this
extra
keeps
weight.
on the whole round, this
This
might
can help you
get
maintain
really
your
interesting.
edge and save you
Yeah,
strokes through every round.
Morning was perfect. Beautiful, warm, sunny day, and now it seems like they have some overcast. But we'll see how it evolves. But
And we'll see some current conditions on the weather. So humidity 66%, wind speed about 10 miles per hour, and coming for the north, but it's also some circling around those greens and around the field. Temperature about 65 degrees Fahrenheit at this moment. So it's not cold there.
no, it's a good sunny day. Warm.
Until this point.
Yeah, yeah. It's not gonna be cold, but let's see if the rain will affect on any of these players.
We just saw 2 of our 4 feature card players open their hole 3 with a roller. Teemu, would you say there are some special shots selections in Konopište that you should use?
I think on this course, especially, like, you have lots of elevation change and lots of holes that every hole almost turns to some direction. So you definitely need your all tools, backhand, sidearm, rollers, etc. So this is not your typical disc golf course. So you need all the tools, and then to be here successful, then you also need a good putting weekend if you want to take this down.
Peter throwing his second on the par 5. That's going straight. Not fading. That might not be such an easy place to continue.
No. Yeah, he missed his line a bit to the right. We'll see what Paul has, since his roller didn't turn at all, and he's on left side on the woods.
Oh, I can see it. Okay, then it's gonna be me.
Jakub is in prime position to attack for eagle.
And Niklas is literally behind the tree.
Yeah. I think he needs to just throw the sidearm somewhere around the corner and then have himself like a 60 to 80 meter approach shots.
Seems like he's doing just that. Taking a fairway driver. Solid shot out of the woods and to the right side of the fairway. Paul has found his disc.
Yeah, let's see if he has a gap through the woods. It used to be a lot thicker, but then they removed some of the trees, so there might be some gaps, but not on this angle. Yeah,
he's going for the forehand and hyzer, seems like. So no gap for Paul. Oh, he's going forehand roller. Sure, why not? Getting some meters away on the left side. And next in the line, Jakub, who threw the most beautiful roller we've seen all day.
Yeah, I think he have like around 150 meter to the basket, but it's downhill, so
that's high.
No.
Yeah, maybe he slipped his disc a bit early.
Yeah.
Because of the rain. We don't know. We hope he has a gap through there.
Yeah, just unforced error, but I think he should be able to make up and down for birdie there. He's not too far away from the basket.
or if he's been watching the FPO play, he might be running that in, because those women were running those tee shots in, they were running those up shots in, and we almost had some amazing highlights.
Yeah, exactly.
So Paul now throwing his third. This is a tough shot because of the slope. He catches some branches, maybe a good break.
Yeah, it was going left towards to OB, but now I believe he have around 12 to 14 meters probably.
And now we're looking for Peter's disc. And Niklas might be still the first in line. Or no, Peter has found his. Luckily he's just on the edge of the fairway, so he's not in the bushes behind him. Maybe a lucky tree for him too. Going Anheuser. And landing just below those branches on the circle 2. We're looking at Roni Rönkkönen. That's a great one for Roni. That was from circle 2 on the hole 10. And he's now 8 under. Niklas for his third on hole 3. Niklas playing for the slope and for the skip. And he does it pretty well. About 7 to 8 meters.
Yeah, it's the big brain play. Oh, very big. On this fairway.
Some nice friendly chatter there between Niklas and Paul's caddy. And these guys have to make sure that their discs are dry and their hand is as dry as possible when they are executing their shots. And keep in mind, even if the rain stops, the grass is still wet from the rain, which might be kind of heavy at points of this course. Semerad, a bit of a tighter spot there. That's a nice skip shot.
Yep.
And that's something you might see also on this track. You might have to take those skip shots where you play only for the ground play and wish for the disc to end up to a good putt.
So we have 4 birdie opportunities coming up. Let's see. Let's see how many we will get. Couple outside the circle, 1 inside, and then 1 pretty much bullseye.
Peter just clips a branch, but he gets into the bullseye, so he'll pick up his par from there. Niklas waiting for his turn. Paul Macbeth trying to run it in. Misses ever so slightly from the right side. Niklas taking down a beautiful, beautiful birdie 4 on the hole 3. And Paul picking up his par. Jakub, a beautiful birdie 4 from 2 meters. Peter grabbing his par. Let's look at hole 4. So this is a flyover on the par 3. It's the 4th hardest hole, averaging 3.56. Only 17% have gotten the birdie, and you can see 2 baskets here, so that's one of the holes where we have different layout for the FPO.
Yeah, this hole is requires a very accurate fairway driver shot. This is 110 meters, and the green is very tricky, so it's very easy green to take a 3 putt, so you want to stick it close from the tee.
Niklas driving his understable fairway driver, hitting that tree pretty precisely into the middle. Let's see if he's gonna run that or decides to lay up. Semerad 2 under for the round, as is Niklas. Seemed like a similar kind of play, but maybe missed his line just a bit. Going through the branches into circle 2's edge. Now Paul. This is looking good. Does it have the fade? Not quite, but that's still a beautiful shot for Paul. He's just inside circle 1, I'd say. Strigler. That had some power in it. It clipped the branches and still still he's inside circle 1. That's a beautiful shot for Peter.
Yeah, this is one of the harder holes, so this is feels almost like a bonus, but
let's take a flashback back in time, couple of years, and see Paul Macbeth's beautiful shot on this very hole. Same distance, same tee pad, same basket even. And that's how it's done. Beautiful shot by Paul. And let's see if he's gonna take same kind of an ace this tournament after those years. So Paul has been playing here 3 times prior to this tournament. He was on those Konopiště Opens in 2016 to 2018. Do you feel, Teemu, that he has an advantage to all these other players who have not played 3 tournaments here, even if it's years ago?
for him it's at least easier, since he's familiar with the course. Other Euro Tour tournaments that he will play, he haven't necessarily played the courses, so this one was probably easier to prep before the tournament. Yeah, interesting to see. He haven't won ever this tournament, so we'll see if he can get the monkey off the back. There's not many tournaments that he haven't won.
Yeah, there's certainly very few tournaments Paul has attended and not won a single time, if he has attended those multiple times. So as we were talking about those tournaments, you saw Niklas's Circle 2 putt just hit in the near of the base of the basket and rolled down the hill, and then Jakub tried his birdie putt from Circle 2, and now Striegler for birdie. Just a bit too low for Peter. You can see those flags upon the baskets. They are giving us signs that there is some gusts of wind.
Yeah, and it seems like it's also like it's swirly, so it coming from all the directions.
Paul for birdie. Solid.
Yep.
That's a putt of Mr. Paul Macbeth. And he's now currently 2 under also. And Niklas trying to grab a par here on the 4th difficult hole of the tournament so far. Great par for Niklas. A nice save early in the round. And let's see Roni Rönkkönen on the hole 11. And he has a nice hat action there, just like Daniel Davidsson. That's a great shot. Even if it was a bit too high, he would have liked it to be lower to get the max distance. And as these players are moving to the tee of 5, we're seeing some interesting movements here. For Niklas and Jakub, both birdied holes 1 and 3, and Paul birdied holes 2 and 4. So we have
it's going back and forth.
Back and forth for these players in our feature card. And some drone overview of the beautiful Konopiště Park. These trees are ancient, and they have done beautiful work here for the maintenance of the course. They've been mowing it for the past week to get it precisely mint condition for this tournament. And seems like our feature card is soon ready to tee off on this par 4.
Yeah, interesting to see. Are they going left or right route? Either Sky Enheiser and cut the corner, or if they go down the bottom. But looks like Paul is opting for sidearm and he's going down the bottom.
We're just waiting for the last group to clear out. And we're going to have some interesting setups here for the prior tournaments and the results of those, and we're going to discuss them with Teemu during this round. Macbeth on the tee of 5. He clips those branches, but he manages to get into the middle of the fairway. Niklas.
Looks like he's opting for roller again.
Seems to be so. That's traveling nicely.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yep.
He have like 60, 70 meters to the basket, all uphill, so.
Yeah, and a nice change of the scenery. For the last hole was 4th in difficulty, and this is 4th in the easy scale.
Yeah.
So averaging 3.95, 24% of the players took birdie. Jakub going for the air shot. And near the OB left there, but seems like he's in.
Yeah, he stayed in. That's the hard part when you're throwing a right-hand backhand air shot. It's downhill, right to left slope, so the discs are hyzering out left easier. Better opting for sky and hyzer.
So we saw 4 quite a different shots there. Let's go see Roni Rönkkönen again on hole 11 for his second shot. Oh, this is interesting. That was high. And he might be putting there. That's a great approach shot for Roni Rönkkönen. And so these players are traveling to their disc. So we saw high forehand from Paul, we saw roller from Niklas, we saw straight air shot from Jakub, and a Anheuser higher shot from Kletter.
Yeah, it shows why this hole is so great. You have lots of different opportunities, and yeah, players takes their favored way, and now Paul has a lot to do to take a birdie on this hole.
And my understanding is that you have 2 routes here to the basket.
Yeah, exactly. Peter took this early route, early right, so he's approaching more level to the basket, where Jakub and Niklas, they're throwing straight uphill. Example, Paul is kind of in the middle, so we'll see what he can do.
He's talking about the hyzer. Maybe he's gonna pick that.
Yeah, he need a rip from here. He's like way out of the position, but.
And the run-up was surely uphill. Wishes for the skip.
Yeah,
He gets some, but he's not in the prime position.
Yeah, he's like 25 meters away. So.
That was an unfortunate, maybe a bit of a grip lock there from Paul to the early trees in the left side.
Yeah, he have thrown now a couple errant tee shots, so hopefully he can clean those up.
And so the next one, is it gonna be Peter or is it gonna be?
I believe it's Jakub.
Jakub from the way downtown, should we say, literally, because he's in the bottom of the hill there.
I believe he needs a full rip.
And you can see a nice gallery gathered around here at the Konopiště. It's Franz Ferdinand on this opening hole of Konopište 2023. And Jakub, he has some sneaky distance there, folks. He's pin high.
Yeah. Circle 2. Could be obstructed a little bit.
The putting master still can also drive.
Yeah, he have a very good circle to putt, step putt. So we'll see if that is in full force today.
Grabbing his putter. Want to be ready. And next in the line. We're not so sure yet where exactly Peter's disc is, but we do know that Niklas is in a prime position, curling that roller beautifully up the hill. We'll take a look for Ronnie for the birdie. And we'll go there just in a moment. Firstly, look at Niklas's approach. This is looking great for Niklas.
Yeah, I would say this is like 60 meter.
There was a massive roller there. Almost 140 meters for the roller.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful sidearm. Using the angle of the green.
Yeah, it's good. It's a right to left slope, so he went against the hill.
So, Ronnie Rönkkönen, a long birdie look. It's obstructed. And settling for the par. Gave his everything there. And as you can see, this green of the hole 5 is guarded by these beautiful trees. And Paul is now in the line for putting. This is his third, but it's a bit far away. Oh, that was a beautiful putt. Unfortunately, missing it just by an inch. Low. Low and left, if I saw correctly. Niklas is hesitant to know where is his disc. Jakub playing for the luck. Let's see the Paul Macbeth putt again. So this is Paul Macbeth just a minute ago, going for the birdie 3. Just hitting the...
Yeah, he hit the little branch midway through the flight, so that could have effect on the... and kind of pushed to the left. It was a good run.
Yeah. And Peter had a birdie look too, but he's gonna settle for the par.
Yeah, looks like Niklas is the only one looking for a birdie on this hole.
And can he execute is the question. About 5 to 6 meters. Oh no. Chains out from the left side. That was really surprising from Nikke. Paul for par. Taking it and going on to the next one. And that's something we talked about in the morning round. Sometimes the Konopiště, when it's a rough day, you just have to take a par and move on and wait for the birdies to come.
Exactly.
And we are moving to hole 6, and we are looking at Jakub here taking his par. So, hole 6, par 3, 115 meters and 377 feet. And even though this is 12th hardest hole, there's only 6% birdies, so very few birdies. So this is a par hole, and we should note out that OB line, which is coming close to the basket.
Yeah, it's tightened up from years past. It used to be just a road left. This hole, what it makes hard is that it's severe downhill and right to left slope. So if you throw a right-handed backhand shot, you can easily fade away too early, and then go to the OB. I believe we're gonna see at least a couple players opting the sidearm and play against the hill, and Paul is showing that right off the bat.
Paul is not happy with his sidearms today so far.
Yeah, he didn't commit to the angle, so he just sawed it off to the right. If you want to go sidearm, you really need to push left side.
And Niklas going for the backhand, and he's got this flippy putter he really likes to use here. This is looking nice.
That needs to slide a little bit. Circles, edge.
Yeah, a bit short. And third on the tee, Jakub Semerad, a Czech native here, lives about an hour from the course. But again, he hasn't got any head start for the other players because this is a temporary course here in Benešov, Czech Republic. This is stable, this is going to OB. Ah, that's an unfortunate slide to the OB, and I think Jakub saw that right away from his hand.
Yeah, that's the difficulty when you're going right-handed backhand shot. And he threw a mid-range, and Niklas threw a putter, so that was better opting also a putter. So you guys can see it just goes straight. It doesn't have that glide and extra fade at the end. So.
And that was beautiful. Peter is about 6 meters from the basket.
Exactly.
Beautiful shot. And as we were talking, Paul McBeth has competed here 3 times prior, and he has 0 wins here. He's come 2 times to the 2nd place and 1 time on 3rd place. And we are seeing Roni Rönkkönen's approach shot here. And what we should really point out is that Niklas has visited Konopište 2 times prior. He took 22nd place in 2018 when this was a major, and now 2023 he has 1 win on his back. He won the 2021 European Disc Golf Championship here at this very course. Do you feel like Niklas has some kind of advantage to Paul's mentally?
I think Niklas is the guy to beat this week. This course set up really well for Niklas. He's very great with the angle control, and he's very good putter. So I think Paul will have a hard time this weekend to if he want to beat Niklas. I think we will see great scores this weekend.
And Paul running this putt in. Oh my God, is this? That took a nasty roll away. But is he in bounds still? At least he's really, really close to the OB line. Not happy with that result. He's going to be putting from circle one's edge and uphill. And Niklas getting the call to putt next. This is about circle's edge for the birdie. Same kind of result as in the last hole. Chaining out left. This is really not the Nikke we know.
No, a couple unforced errors back to back. Hopefully he can bounce back in the next hole.
Really unprecedented from Niklas. And Jakub for par, going OB on the first throw, and he's gonna settle for the bogey at best. Is Paul's there? So now Petr for the birdie. So they're opting Paul to play first. And this is for par, so he was just inside. Cashes that one in. That's a great save from Paul. He doesn't have anything to give to the course, and he will not have those bogeys.
Yeah, that was a must make to kind of keep the momentum going.
Petr cashing the birdie. That's a great shot. It's a great for Petr. Getting one stroke to the whole card.
Yeah, so far kind of slow start for feature card.
Yeah, we haven't had any of those super highlight moments for these guys, and I think the weather is playing one factor, but also there's maybe some kind of mental struggles. There are some high hopes for this tournament for all of these players in this feature card, especially to this guy who won the European Disc Golf Championship here 2 years prior. So we are going to Roni Rönkkönen again on the difficult hole 12. He laid up just in front of the pond.
Yeah, he was on kind of struggle off the tee, and now he's looking just inside the circle for save a par. So hopefully he can make that and keep the momentum going forward.
And that is a crucial thing here, keeping the momentum. But it looks like those fairways are wide. But once you find some rough that you are not ready to be in, you might get into some trouble.
Yeah, and I think here the one of the key things is avoid the bogeys. You really need to shoot low scores here, and when you're taking bogeys, you're really losing strokes to the field. So no bogeys and a lot of birdies.
And Petr, this is great. Oh, almost going for the ace there. That's huge, absolutely huge.
Yeah, that's almost a bullseye hit.
This hole 7 is 105 meters, but it's uphill.
Yeah, this requires almost like a full drive. Niklas is even opting a distance driver.
Can he get through those branches? No, he can't, but he's on the edge of the circle.
Yeah, circle 2. The good thing in this hole is that it plays a lot of uphill, so you can actually throw as hard as you can, and you really can't go too long to the basket because hillside will stop it eventually anyway.
That's beautiful from Paul. He's showing why he's here.
Yeah.
And Jakub going for a driver naturally, but what kind of a line? This kind of a flex play. I like this a lot, Teemu.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. He skips a bit uphill, but he's okay.
Yeah, this is one of those holes that if you just hit the gap with the driver with the proper height, you will be instantly inside the circle.
Let's roll that Zuka replay. We'll see some awesome highlights here from Mr. Paul Macbeth driving this hole 7.
Yeah, that's
Man.
that was a textbook hyzer flip to flat,
Long.
a drift to the right, and then fade back to the left and hit the bullseye.
Would you say Paul has thrown those shots before?
Few times.
A few
before.
times.
Yeah.
About 3 times before.
Yeah.
Paul also showing us something really important here. Even if it's humid, even if it's raining, you have to keep yourself hydrated with that water there. You have to do everything you can to keep your mental focus in the game and in every single shot you take. And Niklas is second. Now he gets it. That's a beautiful correction from 2 previous holes.
I think that was mentally very important for Niklas. He missed one short one and one circle's edge, but now he got good putt, and I think he's ready to roll.
And we saw something similar from Anneli Tokias-Mäniste in FPO, leading the tournament currently 5 under. She took bogey on hole 1, and then she took 8 pars in a row and a double bogey. That's Jakub Semerat for birdie. That's beautiful. And I'm sorry, Anneli took birdie on the first hole, and then she started after the double bogey. She took -6 on the -7 on the back nine. So maybe this is something that our MPO players are also aiming for.
Yeah, the back nine is, I believe, it's a bit more scoreable, and I think we will see lots of good scores. And let's see if we're able to see the Czech. No. Are they gonna do it? Yes. Yes, they're gonna do it.
They have this tradition.
Yeah,
in
this
Middle
is
Europe.
this is the tradition that Czech players usually do.
We are shaking the chains for the star frame.
Yeah.
Love it. That's great. That's great. Now we're going to Ronnie. We are discussing if he's in or if he's out, so this is something that the group of players are deciding.
Yeah, they are actually looking. Is he inside the circle or not? Not. They're not.
Ah,
they're
that's
not,
a great
they're
point,
not-
Teemu.
Yeah,
Thank
they're
you.
not looking. Is he inside OB? I believe he's opting for jump putts if he's inch over. Let's see. I guess he was inside.
Doesn't care.
Doesn't care.
Doesn't care. And I hope they don't measure it from the tip of his hat, because then he would at least be in
Yeah.
inside the circle. That's a great putt for Ronnie.
He probably wanted to be outside so he could opt for a jump putt.
Yeah.
And then he was like, okay, whatever.
So your top 10 here. Gustav Dahlen and Philip Dahlen sharing the lead still, -8, and then we have we have many guys tied third and -7. Daniel Davidson has played only 10 holes and Ronnie has played 12 holes, and they are in -7. So I think we are seeing something more than -8 today. At least we hope so.
Yeah, I think today in the morning I said, like, I was expecting -5 on FPO, and that happened. Today I'm gonna say we're gonna see 11 down.
11 down.
11 down for somebody.
I'll go 10 down.
Okay. I think we definitely should see some double digits.
Yeah.
It's very doable here. I feel like this course is something that there is around 6 quite easy holes, like very soft ones, then 6 medium, and then 6 harder. Feels like almost like a bonus, but so if you avoid the mistakes on the harder ones, and then you capitalize the easier ones, you should be close to the double digits end of the day.
And coming back to the Teemu's tips, the third one, to avoid those bogeys. You really can't afford them here. Petr driving his forehand on this hole 8. A par 3.
Yeah, this is the easiest hole on the course and feels like a must get.
Yeah.
Just a 90-meter cheap sidearm hyzer. There's only one tree to really miss. You want to go between these two trees, and then you should be in edge of a bullseye.
I bet they had like 1,800 aces during practice rounds, and that's why they raised the basket.
Yeah, this is actually the first time ever we are seeing some raised baskets at Konopiście.
Yeah, and you have been playing here 4 tournaments.
Yeah, and they have always keep everything quite natural, so not too much added OBs, and baskets are normal height. But this year they added couple raised baskets.
So looks like Niklas, Paul, and Petr are pretty close, and Jakub is a couple of meters away from them. So maybe we'll see Jakub's putt first. Soon, that is to come. So 38%, 52 players are carding a birdie up until this moment on this hole 8, averaging 2.65, and circle 2 in regulation 87%. Fairway hits 87%. This is easily the easiest hole of the course.
Yeah, but sometimes this could be difficult as well, since it's more mental. It's kind of like it's right in front of you, and it's a must to take. So so it kind of will like bother you if you don't take it. But
yeah,
Paul is actually outside the circle.
Putting for the birdie. Asking it to get up, it doesn't, and it bounces off the top of the cage. Paul is going to have to settle for the par. Doesn't like it. A bit unprecedented for Paul to miss this hole.
Yeah, he's been a bit off so far this season, so let's see if he can turn things down during his Europe trip.
And Jakub chaining out also. Now we're gonna need some putts, folks. Let's make it happen. Let's take a birdie on this hole. Petr Strigler next. Nice birdie there for Petr. Rising up in the stats, now going 3 under for the round. Jakub Semerad currently 2 under, Paul Macbeth 2 under, and Niklas 3 under before this putt here, and he's now 4 under. That's a nice catch for him.
It's good to see that Petr also now showing us some birdies. I believe he had probably some nerves on the first tee, and now he's calmed down a bit, and hopefully we can see some birdie fire.
And Paul taking his par as we are moving to the hole 9 and for the beautiful flyover. 4th in difficulty. This par 4 is 288 meters long, averaging 4.22, and only 15%, 21 players carding the birdie at this moment.
Yeah, this whole plays a lot of downhill. This is fun to rip. You can let the disc really do the work. It's a long hyzer. You need like 140-50 meter drive, opting left side, and then you have a better angle to throw a hyzer. If you end up to the right side of the fairway, then the second shot is quite difficult. Behind the basket is also OB, but yeah, I would expect we're seeing a couple birdies coming up our feature card.
And I'm expecting all these players, while they are in Konopište, they are visiting these beautiful city centers, all the architecture and the people, they are great in their please, if you have the opportunity, visit this place. This is beautiful, as I'm sure Teemu can assure. As we are watching Peter drive, and we are seeing some sunshine and we are seeing some rain. I'm hopeful the weather is going to keep on like this at least, so it's sun shining, but we are still having some minor rain here and there. Niklas Anttila, 4 down for the round, driving on the hole 9. Flipping up nicely, it has stability, hyzering. That's beautiful.
That's ideal.
Beautiful from Niklas. And Paul Macbeth to answer that, checking that the tee is fine before taking the stance. And slipping on the tee pad.
Yeah.
After checking it, he still slips. And he hyzers into the trees, but he's lucky, he gets through them. And Jakub extra checking.
Yeah. Sometimes when you have these courses that they are not permanent, the tee pads can be sometimes so to say.
This is great from Jakub too. They're pretty much in the same spot with Niklas, a couple of meters away. And when it comes to Jakub and Peter, as we were talking about, they sure have some family and friends and other Czechs cheer going for them. And Jakub is about an hour drive away from Kono on these days. Teemu, what is it like to play against some of the toughest international competition on your own home turf?
I mean, it feels great. I have played like European Open home, my home city actually, and yeah, you can really feel the energy from your like a home country, and the spectators from there. They're cheering everybody, but usually the home country goes first. And yeah, I mean, I think these Jakub and Peter should take all the positive vibes there, and maintaining like good energy, and try to use that as force, not so much adding like nerves. And it's a good experience for them. Also play next to the pole, which kind of brings more gallery here, so probably more spectators than usually in Czech tournaments.
Yeah, and even though we don't have the current best Finnish FPO players here, we do have one of the best Finn MPO players. We have Niklas Anttila here battling with these Czechs and Mr. Paul Macbeth. And here you can see from the flyover, the greens look beautiful. Thank you for the maintenance group for doing amazing job there.
Paul is kind of out of the position, but he needs a big rip to be able to have a putt. But let's see. No, actually he got actually far enough, so this should not be too difficult for him.
Paul's definitely gone up and down on this round. He wishes this to flip up more. He avoids the OB and he's putting.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. My gosh. That's a great drive from Paul. He's lucky he got through the trees on the first.
Yeah. Well, now I just feel like I got a golf ball in my great view.
great lefty. Former pro player,
Yeah.
should we say. And playing still.
Yeah. Yeah. Playing and working around disc golf. So yeah, disc golf been my life for 16 years, and it will be there for a long time ahead as well. Even though I don't compete, but daily work for growing the sport.
And growing your 7-month-old baby too, so I hear. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, that's been a adventure so far.
Niklas throwing 2 on this. Does this look like a Seppo Paju line? Not quite. Hitting the sign there, so this is a hole where Seppo Paju actually took a nice eagle
Yeah.
years back. We have these things that we call Simon lines that everybody are familiar of, but this approach on this Konopište hole 9 is what we call a Seppo line.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful scenery around the park. And those purple trees there, they're marvelous. They look beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they don't have any trunk anywhere. It's just those purple leaves. But they can be harmful for disc golf in some of these holes. Jakub Semerad throwing 2. This is hyzering, but it looks good. And stop there, please. Thanks. Around surface edge?
Yeah, both Jakub and Niklas actually had such a long drive, so they both actually approached with the putter. Let's see what Peter does next. This looks good.
Looking good. Skipping. No. That's skipping to the road. And that's OB, the road.
Yeah.
So there was not like a rope or something to demonstrate that, but Peter is actually on the road. And we are going to our co-leader at this moment, Roni Rönkkönen, carding the birdie on hole 13, but this is from hole 14, his second shot.
Yeah, great job.
That's a great job from Roni.
Yeah, looks like another birdie on the cart.
And as these guys are walking towards their putt, just a simple fact about Roni, he's being member since 2019 with PDGA, that is, and he's played 40 events in his career and he has only 3 wins, so that's a nice pace to have on Konopište.
Yeah, for sure.
He has won an A-chair this season, RPM Open. But this is Niklas for birdie. No, disappointed immediately after the disc left his hand. Hyzering from the left side again, not even a chain out. Do you think, Teemu, there's something wrong with the grip now, or is this something else?
Yeah, hard to say. Hard to say what it is, but yeah, we haven't seen so far super solid golf, so all kind of.
Semerad, wow, that was great putt, beautiful birdie.
Yeah, that was from circle's edge.
Yeah, and only 22 players are able to card the birdie here, so that's a big plus for Jakub. He's now -3 for the round. Unfortunate bogey on the hole 6, par 3. better for par after going OB. Chaining out left again. Maybe these baskets are moving while they putt, so the basket shift a bit to the right.
Yeah,
Nasty little ones.
Couple left chain outs.
Paul, nice putt there. Beautiful job. And Niklas seems like a bit nervy. But carding the par. Front nine, that's it. Here at the Konopiště. And we are going to hole 14 next. We're looking at Noah Smithson, the British player. That's a putt. Wow. That's a great feeling to have, wouldn't you say, Teemu, after those up and downs on the round?
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully he can turn things down.
It has been an interesting front nine as we predicted. There are some great birdies to have, but some unexpected bogeys even.
Yeah, bit slower start than I was expected. Paul is 3 down, Niklas 4 down, so hopefully they can heat it up a little bit more on back nine.
And at least we hope so, because we are thinking about 10 and 11 unders for the leaders today.
This is not necessarily heating up since Paul missed the Mando.
Yeah, that's bad miss for Paul. And those Mandos are also a new thing here. They have tightened the OBs, they have bringed in Mandos, and they have these 8 different layouts for the FPO field on this course. Jakub clipping some branches. This is nice. Edge of the circle again. And Nikke, I think he's really hoping for a pickup birdie here to get those things rolling again. Taking the forehand shot with a distance driver. Niklas is always talking about how he doesn't have a forehand, but then he's pin high. Great shot from Niklas. On this hole 10, 112 meters, par 3. And Petr opting for the backhand. A mid-range drive, wanting it to the drift, and it does so a bit, but not enough for the bullseye.
Yeah, circle's edge.
So, Ronnie, what you have for us? You have a tap in. You have a tap in there. Ronnie just took a tap-in birdie there with his hat.
And he's solo lead at the moment.
That's great, and he's through 14. Is Ronnie the guy who is gonna give us those highlights of 11 under, 10 under?
Yeah, I believe he will definitely get to double digits. There's a couple good holes. He has a big arm, so there's par 5 and a couple par 4s coming up. So I believe he will take at least 2 birdies. And if he avoid any mistakes, we'll probably see first guy in the clubhouse with the double digits.
Yeah, bring it on, Ronnie. If it comes to us, his front nine was marvelous. He took 7 birdies in the front nine, only taking pars on hole 6 and hole 9. And now he has 2 birdies in a row. And let's see if he can make another train. coming with those birdies. As we are moving to the hole 10 for the putts.
I think Paul needs to heat up before he's
He's almost counted as one.
yeah, but I mean, he's taking another bogey here, and yeah, you don't want to leave too much behind after the first round, especially in these 3-day tournaments. You don't have that much time to catch up.
And it's interesting because there has been several different PDGA tournaments here. As Jakub thought he had the birdie, but he doesn't. That's another chain out for Jakub. And left side again. If I saw correctly, the disc just slipped through the chains and outside. That's a bad break. But it's not. It was not for the par, it was for the birdie, so he'll move on. Better. No. A bit off, these guys today. We certainly hope they can fix those putts come tomorrow. Niklas for the birdie. That's great job. That's the Niklas we know.
Yeah, that was great. He moves to 5 under for 10 holes, so he wants to keep the pedal on the metal, so I go full gas till end of this round. Paul is now 2 down for this round.
That's really interesting and unprecedented.
Yeah, he really need to start showing some signs that he can throw hot scores since
let's see Roni Rönkkönen
yeah,
again.
This guy is on fire, so
There's some flames coming out from this guy's hand. That's a beautiful drive. Look at that. Did you hear that snap?
yeah,
That was great. Oh my goodness.
it's a sick drive.
Oh my God, he has reasons to smile. My gosh, it's so happy that we have these Discord network cameras all over the course and we can follow guys like Ronnie to tackle the course. Should we say he's tackling the course like we hoped Paul Macbeth would be tackling?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is not the hardest course on the tour, but if you're not on point, you could easily around be kind of flat. If you don't get things going. So, and then it starts to get frustrated and so on. So.
Yeah, and I believe that these, should we say, challenging these players on the layout level, this is not one of the courses as you told, but if it comes a problem to put those putts in, put those approach shots close, it can become a state of mental distress to do your own thing and forget everything that's going around you and just do your thing.
Yeah, and I mean, before the round you have a high hopes that you expect yourself to shoot, 8, 9, 10, 11 down, and if you're like for 6, 7, 8 holes, if you're like 1, 2 down, then you start questioning yourself that what I'm doing and why I can't take birdies, and then it's like if you try to force yourself, then it might be difficult. So they just need to trust the process and take one hole at a time. Now we go on hole 13, which is changed. It used to be par 5 longer. Now it's a bit shorter and par 4. And this is a harder birdie than it used to be before.
I believe this is actually hole 11. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
hole
par 4,
11.
par 4, any
Yeah.
case.
Hole 11, yeah.
And 261, pretty similar thing.
Yeah, Nicholas is in great spot to approach to the green.
Yeah.
You really want to be on the left side, so that opens up more room for yourself for the second shot.
And Jakub trusting the understability of this disc, but trusting it too much. Clipping from the branch.
Yeah, now he's a little bit pinched behind the tree.
Behind the branch
so
there.
Yeah.
Did we see a similar spot with Rachel Turchin?
Yeah. Yeah.
In the
real
same
quick
tree.
today.
Yeah. Better. He also has a fade in this disc, maybe something that he wasn't hoping for.
Well,
Oh, that's great. I'm sorry. I'll take that back. That's my mistake.
and there is the sign on 150 meters, so that was like a 160-meter drive.
Now Paul Macbeth, 2 under for the round after 10 holes. This is great. This is looking nice.
Yeah, this is the same place where Niklas and Peter threw 160-meter drive, left side of the fairway, and he's position A to approach to the green.
Let's take a look at the 11th. Beautiful flyover. So, par 4, second hardest hole on the course, 454 averaging. Only 7 players carding the birdie until this very moment. It's hard. It looks simple on the on the pamphlet here where we look how this is shaped, this fairway, but it's not one of the easiest.
Yeah, I think it's now the basket is very much tucked behind this huge tree, so that's the main thing. You really need to be on the left side after the drive. Like now we see 3 guys in our group, and then it gives you more room for your approach shot. But if you're anywhere under the trees on the left side or right side, then the hole gets difficult.
Are you driving the Mustang Mach-E?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
I will get one next Tuesday.
Oh, really?
For the summer.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Great to see these players chatter with each other. I bet come the final day there must be a little bit less of the chatter.
Yeah, usually first couple rounds the things are pretty casual, and then the last round it's just like full business mode.
Jakub is lining his second shot on this par 4. Do you recall some moments on your career when somebody totally changed come the final day?
Yeah, there's definitely some. It's like usually the first day is something that because it's you start off the tournament, so you just try to keep everything like cool and calm and kind of like, okay, don't stress too much. And then the last day people start to think about the results more and who's doing what, and then it usually gets more intense.
It seems like Jakub just started thinking about those scores. Great approach. Let's take another look from Ronnie, and this is his second shot on the on the par 4. You couldn't place the disc manually in a better spot. This was unbelievable. This is 228 in meters, this hole.
Yeah, that was like a 170-meter drive.
That was unbelievable. And now Peter.
Now since they're on the left side of the fairway, now they have
Oh my God, that's nice.
All the space on the left side to swing it next to the basket. So I'm expecting a couple good birdie looks.
This is one of the few times we've seen this feature card show us that the U-disc statics would be wrong. This doesn't seem like the second most difficult hole for these guys. Now
Yeah.
they're showing their fangs and teeth. Let's see how Niklas tackles this second throw. Is he playing for the skip? Do you know? Would you do that?
I believe he go high, more like a stalling shot. But also that's the hard part, since the basket is so much tucked behind it, and if you try to kind of like cut a little bit too much, that giant tree will catch your disc easily. So it's very touchy approach shot.
But he's in circle 1.
Yeah.
Putting for the birdie, and Paul going high.
Yeah.
Same tree.
Yeah. Just the same.
And a bit further away than
Yeah.
Niklas, maybe just outside circle 1.
It's easy to be like go too tight when you really would actually want to go like more wider.
This is live with Ronnie, and he's taking the birdie.
And he's double digits.
He's double digits. Great job with Ronnie. That's great. Look at that hat. Man, I want that hat.
Yeah.
Forehands are like 60 feet short than normal.
I'm gonna text him, where can I buy those? Or then I'll buy that with the signature. Looks to be working for him. Walking on the fairway of the hole 11. We've been playing about 2 hours. I mean 1 hour and 45 minutes is this. So approaching the 2-hour mark here. And Paul seems to be first on the line. They have some branches to deal with. Or do they?
Let's see, it seems like
he got through.
It's not. He have a good window.
Yeah, he has a nice window. Enough for Paul Macbeth. Let's see if he can capitalize this. Yeah, he can.
Yeah, he got away a bit from it.
Let's take a Zuka replay. Roll out that replay for Paul Macbeth putting for the birdie. Beautiful center of the ball. Sweet spot on the basket. And Paul's happy to take that.
Yeah, that was very needed. Let's see if Anttila can answer.
Yeah, he can. That's a great putt for Anttila, who is still, to this moment, bogey-free. And there are some players who are. Ronnie, who is leading the tournament, 10 under, he's bogey-free. Daniel Davidson tied second just a second ago. He's -8 for the round, and he has an eagle from the hole 3, just inside circle 1. That was amazing. Then we have Emile Barbet, -7. Silver Lat, -7. Lauri Hämäläinen, -7, all bogey-free. So there are some opportunities, but these guys that I'm getting to, they really need to step up their game and take those birdies more out of the field.
And this putt is for star frame.
Oh no. That's a nasty miss, but we'll give him credit. If you are putting to the band on top of the basket, sometimes you might get it in, but you won't get the disc in from the cage.
Yeah.
Let's take another look of the putt from Paul Macbeth. What a putt here. Look at this. A relatively low window there, and he makes the perfect putt. we're gonna show Paul Macbeth's scorecard here. What do you think of his round today, Teemu? What do you make of this?
I'm expecting him to take, let's say, 5 birdies, so he will end up 8 down. I think he will fire it up until the end. He need to.
He needs,
really
yeah.
need to.
Circle 1x, 75%. Green in regulation, 91%.
The problem for him, he haven't got a single back-to-back birdie, so he haven't really. Yeah, I've got 1 birdie, and then again, like, frustrating hole. So he need to get the things rolling. So maybe on 12, if he takes a birdie and kind of get things going on from there. So let's see. This is 12 is one of the hardest holes on the course.
It is actually the hardest hole of the day. And 201 meters, 659 feet.
Yeah, the tee shot is totally blind. It's a long Anheuser shot. And
this looks long.
Yeah,
I mean positively long.
And the sweet spot is very, very narrow. And you throw over the pond on the second shot. So it's very specific where you need to land.
Jakub Semerad opening the hole 12 from his part. This is high, this is Anheuser.
That look good from this angle, but
and if the disc starts to fade, that can settle for trouble.
Yeah, you really need to like turn the disc over and keep gliding to the right.
And that's why Macbeth here is opting for a mid-range. For these velocities, there's few chances for them to fade.
Yep.
And Peter relying on his sport sack there for the better grip. Also taking a slower mid-range disc. That looked nicely spotted in the fairway. Going back to Ronnie, he's on hole 16, the par 5, 302 meters. A bit inside. Seems like doesn't get through. Let's head right back to the 12. Looking at hole 12 here. Tell us something about this Teemu. Something that we don't already know, which is that it's the hardest hole.
yeah. As you can see from here, the gap is very small. It's like 90-degree dogleg to the right, and it's a blind shot. And here you guys can see this is the sweet spot. So the sweet spot is probably 15-meter wide little spot, and then you have to throw low ceiling 100-meter shot over this pond for this narrow green. So I would say this is one of the holes that you're actually fine with a par. So if you just avoid bogey here, that's fine, and then you move on. But yeah, this is one of the better holes on this area.
And those fences are actually marked on this fairway poster also, so they're not out of bounds signs, but they are just there to show the fairway shape. And Niklas is
under it.
Yeah, he's gonna be laying up if he's not gonna hurt himself. Hopefully not.
Yeah, I believe he will. Yeah, he's totally out of position, and he needs to just pitch up close to the FPO tee and then opt for a approach shot and hopefully take a par.
And that's a nice layup, I'd say. Or is he just behind that tree there?
He might have some room on the right side of the tree. Throw a little hyzer flip.
And we'll see that soon enough. There's also a added Mando on this hole that these guys, of course, they made the Mando. It's just in front of the tee so that there's no some ridiculous hyzer place into the fairway. Paul Macbeth for the second. He's going for it. This looks nice.
Yeah, should be fine.
Yeah, gets the claps. Good for Paul Macbeth. He is struggling, we can surely say that, but he's 3 under for now, and he's putting for birdie. This is turning out to be interesting. Our card is currently 6 under, 4 under, 3 under, and 2 under. Jakub. That was a great drive. He landed just into the sweet spot there.
Yeah, yeah. Just he played just a too stable disc. Again, that was actually the same white mid-range that he missed on hole 6, I believe. He threw out of bounds, and yeah.
And you can also see the top 5 there on the bottom right corner. Roni Rönkkönen -10 leading the tournament, and then we have a bunch of guys, Davidson, Knapek, and 2 Dahlens in -8.
That needs to go.
Oh, and it doesn't go over. It doesn't even get any kicks from inbounds after the pond.
Yeah, better needs to continue from this side of the pond. It was a prime position, but just threw too low.
Niklas, he's 3rd now. Going for the hyzer gap with an unstable mid-range.
Yeah, he needs to throw a touchy hyzer flip.
That's great. Beautiful. Niklas Anttila. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not an easy shot, and you must, Teemu, know that for sure.
Yeah, the tree in front of him was actually more in the way that it looked on the camera, so he really wanted to throw tight hyzer flip and execute it perfectly.
That's one of my personal favorite shots to throw if successful. We're going to Roni Rönkkönen, his second shot on the hole 16, par 5, trying to salvage the par. He seems to have the distance with forehand too.
Yeah. It's great that he's now on the left side of the fairway, so that opens up a bit more the angle to the green. So with a great third shot, he might have a chance to take another birdie.
Some view from the beautiful Franz Ferdinand disc golf course from Konopište Castle Park. The castle being built in 1294, so it's been there for a while, longer than we have been with our disc golf course. First disc golf course actually came here 2013 with its first PDGA tournament. That was Czech Disc Golf Championship with 54 participants. And then this is live now with Roni. He's analyzing his third shot on this hole 16. He's just 993 rated, so not even a 1000 rated player here that we are looking at, doing some marvelous things. Is this stable enough? Not quite. But he's through those branches, and there's no OB, is there?
No. He's looking longer. Probably need to just take a par and move on to the last 2 holes.
Yeah, and he's quite... Yeah, so we actually saw Roni there throw his third shot, so he might be still a bit far away for the birdie.
Yeah. This is for bogey.
Doesn't execute properly.
Yeah.
That's sad to see. Peter has had a solid, nice round for his age here at the highest level of the Euro Tour.
Yeah, all 12 have
Nice putt for Jakub.
beaten again.
Yeah,
from one player.
Great birdie for Jakub. And for Paul. Those are great birdies, and Niklas following with his par. He's gonna take that and move forward. He's 6 under, and Paul is now 4 under. We are seeing some great action, Teemu. How are you feeling after 2/3 of this round played with this feature card?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. We just saw hole 12 does what it does best: 2 birdies, 1 double, 1 par. Let's see how the players can attack the rest of the round. I'm expecting Roni to take at least 1 or 2 birdies. Hopefully he can hit at least at my expectation 11 under. Let's see.
That would be great. And
Yeah.
I will be happy to lose in that situation.
Yeah.
As we see those scores there, Ronnie still leading, -10.
Yeah.
And
I'm expecting Daniel have also a very good chance to hit double digits as well. He's 8 down through 14.
Yeah.
And he's he's a long thrower as well. So there's a couple long holes coming up. So
yeah. And it's great to see these young new players come to the scene and make these great rounds and these great scores. They are not given at all. They're not given.
Yeah.
We're going to see Ronnie again after this. Oh, that's interesting. He's putting. Almost a bit low for Ronnie. Nice try there. Settling for the par. Let's head back to the hole 13. This is shorter one. This is 108 meters, par 3.
Yeah, this is a pretty simple left to right shaping shot. You don't probably see it from the flyover, but this is actually quite a lot of left to right sloping green. So people opting usually turnover backhand or some sort of sidearm. Sidearms usually tend to skip too much to the right, so that's why right-handed backhand turnover shot usually sticks better to this green.
We're going to Philip Tyler Belt. This is for par, and what a catch for the basket from the left side. No chain bonus, almost, at least.
He sneaks in on the left side.
The American up-and-comer, for all you American friends here with us from Disc Golf Network or from YouTube, you are very much welcome, and we are happy to have you here at the Konopiście Open 2023, the second stop of the Euro Tour. This is great. This is so much fun. Thank you, Teemu, for joining me to the booth today. It has been quite a ride as we look at Paul Macbeth here on hole 13. Turnover putter. Wow, this is looking great.
And now it's
beautiful.
Under the basket.
My gosh, that's the Paul Macbeth putter drive that we've been waiting for.
Yeah, he's looking for to take Turkey.
Jakub doing something similar. Is this a mid-range? Maybe.
Similar result.
Great.
Looks like from this angle another tapping birdie.
And Niklas taking that same putter. Was it hole 4 or what was it?
Hole 6 downhill hole.
Hole 6, yeah.
I'm expecting straight shot with slow turn and glide. A little bit of...
He's asking it to lift a bit. He's in the circle's edge, I believe.
And better opting putter as well.
Yeah, so 4 slow disc shots. Now these guys are showing us why they are here. This is not an easy shot to make, but they're making it look like taking the... To Noah Smithson, the British player. We are seeing him next on the 16. Great catch. Nice birdie for this young player of Team Ace Disc Golf. Great job.
He's fired up.
Yeah, ups and downs, but he's having some nice moments there on the course. And here you have your top 5 again. Ronnie through 16 holes. Would you say he's gonna be able to birdie, no, at least 18? Yeah, but he tapped in for the par on the 16. Is 17?
I think 17 is actually easier for birdie since it's a par 4 uphill. If you just get your drive on the fairway, the second shot is kind of very reachable, and it's uphill, so it's kind of easy to keep it close. But yeah, if the viewers think that before the tournament that this will be a Palm Beach just showdown, yeah, we have in Europe we have lots of these young guns that will give Paul a hard time this weekend.
Almost in. Niklas, he left it short, too short.
Yeah.
But he's still doing fine. He's bogey free, -6 for the round, and he's able to get some birdies, I believe, in the last parts of the round, because there are 3 par 4s left and 1 par 5 and 1 par 3, which is the downhill hole which he has birdied.
Yeah.
Times. Strigler for birdie. Peter has struggled with his putting today. Low, right and left, but he's clinching the chains. Paul for birdie, no questions asked. Beautiful. And Niklas taking his par. Is that Jakub's disc there?
Yes.
For the birdie.
That's a bullseye. Drop in birdie.
Great birdie for Jakub. And he's making moves. He's now 6 under, tying Niklas, and Jakub has a bogey on his card from hole 6 for the unfortunate OB stroke. And here you have your top 10s from Venesov, Czech Republic, Konopiště Open 2023. First round of the 3 rounds this weekend. Ronnie Rönkkönen leading the tournament through 16 holes. We have 4 guys -8, and we have more guys -7 for the day. And it's nice to see that the competition is really not over at all after the first day. And I suspect that we're gonna see some of these more in line of results.
Yeah, I think
if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to discover some more disc golf from Disc Golf Network. The first round is free of charge here on YouTube, but if you want to see the action from second and third final day round, please have a subscription there, and we'll bring you some extra content also. Here's a QR code for you if you're working on a smartphone or tablet. Let's go to Ronnie from hole 17. This is a long uphill shot.
he's been throwing that same disc almost on every hole.
Oh my, is that OB? No. Or is it Justin? We can't tell from this angle, but we will be back to see how that went. Let's take another look.
it's very close. It didn't take any skip, so it looks like it's
If it's OB, it's centimeters. It's really
it
2
landed
inches max.
next to the OB stick. So
Yeah, so. And the rule goes that the disc has to go in the line of the stick's side on the fairway side.
yeah, it needs to touch inside. If you touch the kind of the pole line, that doesn't count.
Beautiful scenery here from the surroundings of the Konopiště castle. The architecture here is beautiful, and we really wish, if you have time and effort, please visit there. Have a round of disc golf also. There is a smaller permanent course on those parts of the park, but this specific layout is not playable around the year. This is a temporary course.
UDisc says that the Ronnie's first shot went OB, so.
Okay, that's sad to hear. Niklas driving and pinched again. These guys really have to pick up for hitting the fairway. They are on hole 14. And now Petr. He has an arm, I will say. That's long. Nice shot there. Great job. And now they are walking to their second shots there. So we have had PDGA beat here in Konopište 2014, and then we had the first Eurotour event in Konopište in 2015 when Discmania joined in with Jussi Meresmaa, and they completely made a new layout which is seen today. 2016 and 17 we had Disc Golf World Tours Konopište Opens, where Paul Macbeth took second place on both of those, first losing to Simon in playoff and then losing to Ricky by 2 strokes. And then 2018 we had the major Konopište Open 4-day event where Paul took third place and he lost to Eagle by 9 strokes. That was pretty amazing from Eagle. And Niklas took 22nd on that tournament. And then the last tournament before this one, 2021 European Disc Golf Championship, Niklas took it down, and it was for the last hole.
Yeah, he battled with Linus Karlsson from Sweden. They played, like, I think they won that.
But the only OB is the
who
road.
ended up third place?
Joona Heinonen.
Joona Heinonen, and I believe he lost to Linus probably like 6-7 strokes.
6 to 8 strokes, something like that, yeah.
So Niklas and they teared up the course last time, Niklas and Linus.
So Niklas is a bit pinched, but he has a window there, and he's going for the roller to get the max distance he can get.
Yeah, this was very unforced error for Niklas. It's very simple. Heiser shot off the tee, and he early released it completely.
That's a great roller. The fairway is wide, but he got max distance with that. That's great.
I believe he had like at least 150 meters to the green. So
let's go to look at Ronnie's lie there on hole 17. Yeah, they are talking about just what we were talking about. So it has to be in play for the sticks, the fairway side of the stick. And this is something that Simon would call inbounds, because there's the player's advantage point of the rule. So are they calling it in?
yeah, I believe with that smile,
yeah,
he had to be inbounds.
And he's throwing standstill.
Just a sidearm.
What?
This is pretty.
What? Standstill from there.
Yeah.
And almost to the bullseye. Oh my.
Yeah.
This guy right here. Follow the hat.
Yeah. I think he's probably looking for another dropping birdie.
We have a new hat guy in disc golf, folks. He's Roni Rönkkönen from Finland. All those people in Hämeenlinna celebrate your young gun here at Konopiště Open. Oh, this is looking great. Ooh, really close. Here's Paul Macbeth approaching.
Yep.
Great shot. They are waking up now. And here's Peter approaching also in. Ooh, maybe. Almost, almost. Great job from those approaches. Weather is nice, sun has come out. The thunder and rain has given itself in for this first round of the Konopište 2023. Roni Rönkkönen leading, and Daniel Davidsson, he really took the birdie on hole 15, so that's a great birdie for Daniel, and he has 3 more holes to play, where Roni has basically 1 hole to play.
Yeah, I believe Daniel will hit double digits as well.
Rooting for the guy.
yeah, but I mean, the last 3 holes, he had to take at least 1 birdie. He's playing so solid all day, no bogeys, and
Niklas jump putting uphill.
I have a feeling that Niklas have gathered some anger, so this might go in.
As we say in Finland, suutu jo, go in. And it goes in! Niklas Anttila from way downtown. Come on!
That was...
What?
I don't know. It just looked like a spot where you kind of like... It's like on an uphill, so you can run it. And,
as we say in Finland, suutu jo.
Yeah.
That's great from Niklas.
And he missed couple...
Oh my god.
Couple putts. He threw a bad tee shot, and then he just like, okay, I'm gonna... Yeah.
Yeah, that was like...
That's why he's a European champion.
Yeah, that's an average of 30 meters uphill. But we have to remember, we have seen Niklas do like these 25-meter putts without jumping, just a flick of a wrist, and now he had to jump, so it was an effort.
Yeah, he has a great putting game, and he has actually elevated the level of putting from Finnish guys.
Yeah.
These guys used to be pretty bad on putting, so I'm glad that Niklas is stepping up and showing that Finnish guy can putt actually.
Yeah. And that's Paul for birdie. Beautiful. Yeah, Niklas Anttila in the basket for birdie from 30 meters, not 30 feet. Zuka replay. He has totally earned it. Let's go. The Finnish young gun, the European champion. We have to wait like seconds, multiple seconds there to see if it's in, and he's running it. Great job.
This is what I like Niklas about most. He have always a smile on his face. He's like a little kid on a candy store when he's played disc golf. So
yeah,
he's really enjoying the moment.
And even if we are playing disc golf, we might not always show that we are like super excited or super happy, but we all have that little kid inside of us that's in the candy store. We'll see Roni Rönkkönen, and he's putting for the birdie. Oh, where is it going? Oh, it curls up. Oh my, he was not in the bullseye, and now he's putting for par. Oh, that was actually his bogey putt. So he missed the par putt also, and he's taking the bogey, the first bogey of his round. That was a big turn of events because he was called inbounds on the drive, and then he made the marvelous approach shot.
Yeah, and he 3-putted on inside the circle.
That's sad, but I really hope he can turn things around in the 18th and pick up a birdie on at least a par, because this is a remarkable round, this -9 for the young gun.
Yeah. So now we need to hope that Daniel can get to the double digits.
Yeah, we are really just rooting for each other in the studio right now. So whoever is right wins an ice cream after the show.
Yeah.
And Ronnie, live from the tee of 18, par 3.
Maybe we see Finnish anger here as well.
Yeah, maybe
Finnish
only one.
sisu
Calling it. Is this turning?
needs to flip up.
Oh, what a late flip.
Oh my god.
Go in. Oh my god. That's amazing from Ronnie.
That's what you call in Finnish sisu.
We're gonna give you some Finnish words here today, folks. This guy is mainly the reason for that, and Niklas with that putt. We are coming to the back 9 with a flame, or should we say to the back 3?
Yeah. Yeah, we see some great highlights from Finnish guys. They're showing real Finnish sisu, we used to call, and yeah, I mean, what a great showing, and I hope that Roni can capitalize the last putt and take a bounce back and get a 10 down.
And it's getting really interesting because we have seen that Paul will rise from the ashes multiple times in different tournaments, in different courses. But can he do it after this kind of round if he doesn't get his round started anymore during these last 5 holes?
Yeah, tomorrow will be very, very interesting day for him as well. And if he's too far away before the last round, then it's very hard to catch here on this course. But yeah. Let's see how the last couple holes plays out, and I expect a couple highlights till the end.
Let's see an ace on the hole 18 at least, boys. Shall we? Coming at you from the studio in Helsinki, my name is Esa-Pekka Tupala, and we have Teemu Nissinen, a Finnish super lefty, here with me. We're so happy to have you here with us, and we are so happy to have Paul Macbeth in Europe throwing the disc, and this looks like a great drive there. Wow.
He needs to sit down a bit.
There is Obi there in the left side.
No, there's not. But,
sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but he's fine. He will have a relatively simple approach to the green.
Hole 15, 228, par 4.
This is also a great shot from Jakub.
Beautiful, and just going under those branches, but not as far as Ronnie.
not as
That was a monster of a drive a couple of moments ago. Niklas, these guys have room for the drive here, and they really are powering up, and they want to get a share of the lead. And Niklas has, like, sneaky put up some scores there. He's -7 now.
Yeah, I mean, he haven't taken any bogeys. I believe he's bogey free still, and
that's not the best result, but we hope he can approach from there.
Yeah, it's not too tight, so I expect him to have at least some sort of room, at least some kind of sidearm flex shot over there.
And for the last 6 holes, Peter Strigrel has brought himself +3 points, so that's not something you wish for the guy.
Now he's at least good place, so hopefully he can take a couple birdies.
Can Roni finish with the birdie here on the hole 18?
Come on, Roni.
Come on.
Show some Finnish sisu.
Make us proud. Oh, I'm so excited. This is so much fun. He can! Congratulations to Roni Rönkkönen from Hämeenlinna, Finland.
Yeah, flawless round, 10 down. The only minor thing was on hole 17. Unfortunately, he 3-putted there. Got unfortunate roll away, but 10 down, leader in the clubhouse. Not too bad for a 993 rated guy from Hämeenlinna, Finland.
And can we really overestimate the power of that putt has to Ronnie's mind, because he 3-putted on the 17 and now he got a solid birdie on the last hole. it's really important for him continuing forward.
Yeah. If he would have missed that putt, I think it would be hard to start from tomorrow. Kind of like, okay, why did I miss so many putts end of the round? But now he took a birdie, got the bounce back, 10 down, leader in the clubhouse, and I'm pretty sure that he will be tomorrow on the lead card.
Yeah, there's few guys, at least there is not so much guys that can take that spot away from him. So we have Ronnie finished 10 down, great score, and we have Daniel Davidsson on the 16th now, marked as off the fairway after 2 throws.
And after that, Niklas and Jakub are the only guys who can actually beat Ronnie.
Yeah.
So if they go, if they birdie out last 4, they will finish 11 down. And then obviously Daniel have a chance to go 12 if he birdie out. But everything else, Paul can only catch Ronnie if he birdies out. So Ronnie will be tomorrow, probably on lead card.
Yeah.
First time probably ever. And it's alive on Disc Golf Network.
Yeah, go there and have a subscription to Disc Golf Network if you wish to continue following us. And this is for the YouTube users.
Yeah, and please remember, if you're a PDGA member, you get a 50% discount for your subscription on Disc Golf Network. Let's see how the Niklas plays under the tree.
Did he clip the tree there? Or did I hear
Yes.
it wrong? Oh.
Yep.
That's great.
Under the basket.
Solid.
Yeah, I think Niklas.
Yes, technical fade is even. Very good.
Yeah, that was a great shot. And this shot and all the other shots to come, you can find on Disc Golf Network. And here's a QR code for you working on smartphones or tablets, the home of live disc golf. Coming at you today from Helsinki for the Euro Tour 2023, the Euro Tour stop number 2 in Konopiście.
I highly recommend to make a subscription on Disc Golf Network, because we are bringing disc golf content throughout all summer.
Yeah. That's
Paul
a nice
is looking-
approach.
Yeah, Paul is looking for another birdie.
They are now 2 hours and 20 minutes in for this round. Playing relatively quick compared to the FPO side. And Peter, nice layup shot there. Edge of the bullseye. Which is still, I believe, 3 meters.
Yep.
If you happen to be a newcomer to disc golf, we have these areas around the basket. So the bullseye that we are referring to is the really small 3-meter circle around the basket. Then we have a 10-meter circle, 33 feet, inside of which you cannot fall over your lie after the disc leaves your hand. But before that 10-meter circle, we have everything else. You can jump putt, or you can fall off your throw or your lie after you throw. And we have a circle 2 also, which is like 20 meters to the basket. And that's something we also use as a stat.
Yeah, exactly. After that, it starts to be more like a bonus. But nowadays,
like Niklas Anttila does something
showed
from
just
30
previous
meters.
hole. Yeah, that is
was
just
ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is great, and this is again a beautiful drone shot from the beautiful.
Yeah, this place is something else. Like this is very rarely that disc golf will be played on this kind of venues.
Yeah. Great job, Jakub.
And we have. Where's Paul?
Are we gonna have a star frame, maybe?
Yep. Now it seems like that
it really seems like. So, boys, keep the dream alive here.
Niklas is already smiling.
Yeah, you can see it on the face. We are gonna do the thing. Welcome to Konopiště and welcome to Czech Republic. If you haven't yet visited
boys.
here, let's see it. Let's ring the chains, people. Yeah. Yeah, boys. That's a nice one. Second on the round. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. As we are heading to the flyover.
It looks like Daniel have taken a birdie on 16 and he's also
He's also 10 under. 2 holes to play. 17, he has to stay on the fairway inbounds. At least don't take a bogey and then you have a nice chance for the birdie on 18. Daniel has a really great throwing style for the slower holes. And let's go to hole 16. Par 5, monster of a one. 302 meters. 6th hardest hole on the course.
Yeah, the main thing on the approach shot is get out of here. This tunnel, anywhere on the left side here is fine. Then your second shot, you wanna be on the left side of the fairway. You so that opens up the hyzer to the green somewhere like here, and then you can play like a low shot that you need couple skips. These branches are very low, so that need to take consider when throwing your third shot. This is super long, and I believe we haven't seen an eagle yet on this hole ever. So
I believe so. I believe so.
Yeah, this is a proper par 5, and the tee shot is very crucial. But if you manage to get out of the tunnel, then the birdie should be something that you're looking for.
Yeah, so 56% of people carding the pars, and that's 76 players. 28% carding something over par, and only 16%, 22 players carding the birdie.
Yeah, it's very easy if you turn your drive right side, then it's easy to kind of try to fight against the rough and kind of it could be costly for you.
Do you think those guys are going for the rollers?
No, I'm most likely we're gonna see 4 backhand hyzer flip to flat, and then they can even fade to the left. That doesn't really matter, just as long as you hit the gap. That's just fine if it goes. Yeah, that's all fine. Because then he can throw a hyzer left side to the fairway.
Again, fences there, but there's no OB there.
No, this is just the Konopište is great that it's pretty much all natural, so they haven't wanted to add too much just artificial things like OB sticks or anything like that.
And he gets through, he gets the caps.
That's prime position.
And that's 50-50 if you go to that tree in the corner there. It's 50-50 to get through that.
Yeah, for sure.
Niklas Anttila, currently 8 down with a huge circle 4 putt moment ago. This looks good.
And that's ideal also.
Yeah, great job, Niklas. Prime position to attack the birdie 4. Better. Looking high. Nah, just looking far. Beautiful.
Yeah, they're all prime position for their second shot.
Yeah, and Peter, despite his young age, he has won 21 of his 50 events attended. This is David Daniels in the 17th tee, and it's a bit turned, but he wanted to stay away from that OB.
Yeah, right side of the fairway, probably have a room there to throw some sort of anhyzer, but we'll see. We'll see what he can do.
And Daniel is roughly in the same spot where Simon Lizotte was a few years ago with his flashback. And Simon actually did something remarkable here. Slow disc floating and ding. Great job for Simon. I believe his dad was caddying him that
Yeah.
day. Look at that young boy there. Smiling
was-
as always.
Yeah, that was also very early the season. The trees wasn't yet like
Blossomed.
yeah.
Daniel Davidsson and Roni Rönkkönen, two Finnish guns there, tied at the top, -10. And Daniel Davidsson really has an opportunity for the birdie in 17 if he can execute. Niklas and Jakub both on the 15th, I mean on the 16th, and they're -8. So in dream conditions, we might have like a 4-way tie to the lead card tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
But then, Teemu, you would be disappointed for no -11 for the round. This is Paul, and he shanks it right. And it goes through, so no problem. Okay, so that's how you play this game. Why hasn't nobody like told me this earlier?
Yeah, just shank and go through everything.
Yeah, that seems legit. I've tried that, I believe, but no success. Maybe a faster disc, and
Yep.
more overstable.
More power, I
More
would say.
Okay, yeah, sure. Peter next.
So I'm interested to see, are they gonna play just a placement shot, more like it's straight with a little bit of fade, or are they attacking for this kind of line with full power
Going through everything.
flag shot?
He's a bit behind those two trunks there,
since
but
they have like almost like probably like 200 like 180 to the pin, so it's kind of, it's not very reachable from here. But I believe Niklas lining up like a big flex shot.
yeah. This is a great position for Niklas. We really hope this goes far and goes accurately. Turn and hold that. This looks beautiful, Teemu.
Whoop. Oops, cameraman.
Nice job for the cameraman. Shout out there. Nice foot job. Nice. Good, Niklas. Go.
Yeah, I believe Niklas will have a pretty standard hyzer approach shot.
Jakub. Nice turnover.
I believe cameraman needs to
Move again.
Yep.
That's a beautiful disc, by the way. Two-color driver.
Yeah, both.
He's really in the spot for the birdie.
Yeah, both Jakub and Niklas have probably 50 meters to the basket with the short little hyzer approach shot. So I'm expecting to see a couple birdies coming up.
How about a couple eagles throw-ins?
We'll see.
Let's go to see Daniel Davidsson on hole 17. Can he do the Simon thingy? Choosing the forehand. Looks good, looks good.
Yeah, but like I think it will be circle 2.
Yeah.
Circle 2 putt.
And he has a decision to make, because if he is to run that, if he hits the cage, he might get the rollaway all the way down the hill.
Yeah, like Rönkkönen had a 3 putt just moments ago. So we'll see. But I believe Daniel has been in fire today.
Yeah.
Bogey free, 10 down so far. Been very clean on the putting green as well. So I'm expecting him to give a good run.
Yeah. He has had some solid putts. He's 94% on fairway hits, 63% on circle 2, and 88% circle 2 in regulation, 83% circle 1 axe putting, but 20% of circle 2. I don't know if he's playing the odds, but I think he's going to run it. And we're going to see that soon. But first, Peter here on hole 16, third shot. These guys are making this look easy. This is not easy.
Yeah.
And stable up. That's how you do it. And stop. Great job. Great job. This is really great golf right now we're seeing. So Paul Macbeth, he's third on par 5. Clips a bit, doesn't harm him, not at all. Bullseye.
So, game plan for this hole, go too high on the tee shot, then shank the second shot, go through everything, and then third shot, approach through the branches and
Yeah, clip some of the branches to slow your discs down.
and then tap in birdie.
Yeah. Any questions?
Yeah, somebody would call that a world champ lob, but
He has had some world champ taxes to be paid on this round earlier, so it's nice to see Paul get some luck on the course too.
yeah, and he's creeping up. Like if he's taking a birdie, he's 6 in a row. So I think he got mad after the bogey on 10.
Yeah, and Niklas is third. He was the closest, or Jakub. That's great shot. 4.5 meters for Niklas. And we have a long birdie look coming up to you from the 17th.
This is like 15, 16 meter all uphill.
Oh, stop, 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 stop. Oh, good. That was the cage I was talking about.
Yeah,
One wrong angle there and he's down the whole hill.
Yeah.
Oh my, that was intense. But he's now for the par. He's in 3 meters about for the par.
Yeah.
And now Jakub's second shot is here. That's low. If he, yeah, that's okay. A bit too low for Jakub. But he's fine. He's in the
Let's see if they can do another.
Oh my!
Star frame.
They might do a star frame here. Oh my! That would be something, because this is the 6th in difficulty scale, averaging 5.19. Only 16% taking the birdie. That would be something.
Yeah.
I say to you, Teemu, that would be feature card action.
Yep. Yeah. There's a reason why these guys are playing this feature card today.
It seems like they have been warming up this whole round before hole 13, and now they're starting their round again. Oh my, Jakub, the furthest putt of the group for birdie. Can we do it?
Yeah, but like I said today earlier on the FBO broadcast, that the back nine is very much more scoreable. The front nine is hard. If you can get the things on going on the front nine, you are looking for a very hot score.
Great job. A bit high for Peter, but in. It counts. Don't go far, Peter. Come on, Niklas. Stretching out there. Doing his whole routine there. This is what we call nikke-nosto, a nikke pickup in Finland.
Yep.
Yeah.
They even have instructions for that putting style.
And Paul, yeah, they did it. Congratulations to our feature card. That's great.
This is a third star frame today for this card.
And second in a row.
Yep. Can they go 4 in a row?
Oh my god, that would be great. That would be such an amazing showdown. Anttila going 9 down. Semerad going 9 down. Paul Macbeth. Paul Macbeth has had similar stretch to Jakub. He has 6 birdies in a row. 6 birdies. He's 8 down. I didn't even see that coming.
Yep. Paul got mad after hole 10. Yeah, he was 2 down. First 10 holes. Nothing clicked, and now he's 8 down in 5th place.
This is amazing stuff. And here you can see the beautiful Konopište castle as we take a look at Jakub Semerad's scorecard. Now, let's see one of the favorite players of the Americans there, KJ Nybo. Just months ago, changing sponsors to Discraft on the hole 18. And that aim there, that's the KJ Naibo thing.
Yeah. He's true veteran here in disc golf scene. He's been a top for a very, very long time.
Turn for him. Not as much as he was wishing to. And let's stay in here to see Scott Stokely visit us here in Konopište. Another American favorite, and playing disc golf far before most of the pros today have even been alive.
Yep.
His first tournament in 1984, that is, not 1884, sadly, but 1984. Going forehand, as Stokely usually does. Kind of same thing as KJ, doesn't get the lift up and the flip up. Scott Stokely currently 3 down, tied 27th. And KJ Naibo tied 21st at -4.
And now Daniel.
Is this stable enough? It's coming back, but it gets a nice kick. Beautiful kick for Daniel Davidsson. And he's putting for the birdie.
Yeah, looks like a circle's edge, so we'll see. We'll see if he can take a birdie and get to -11.
That would be awesome. Awesome to see. This is a beautiful property, Teemu. You have been playing here 4 tournaments, and you're a lefty, so you approach these things a bit differently. But it's great to have you here in the booth, and you can really tell some insight to those lines and those disc selections. We've seen some unprecedented forehands. We have seen some rollers from the bushes stand still. At least Niklas has thrown them. We've seen some unfortunate bogeys, and we've seen some amazing birdies. It's exciting to be here.
Yeah, it's been. We have seen everything today.
Yeah. Although we are missing an ace. Oh,
Yep.
we are not. Actually, we saw that too. I'm sorry, Hjalte Jensen.
Yeah.
We actually saw that.
Yeah, Hjalte Jensen started with an ace.
Yeah, and making me humble here at the studio. That was a great start. He was 4 down after 3 holes. And he's actually also on the 18th. He's putting for birdie, and he's currently 3 down for the round. Paul Macbeth here on 17. This looks great. Just skip for him a little bit. Yeah. Yep. That's prime, would you say?
Yeah. Okay position for birdie.
Jakub Semerad throwing second in this par 4. Uphill 574 feet. This looks okay. Yeah, very similar.
Yeah, same spot. Both of the drives are maybe touch too low to get the maximum distance, but they're not that far away that they're not able to reach the green.
Niklas. Keep this in bounds. This looks good. A bit too much angle, but no, that's stable.
The same place.
Playing solid now, this feature card. Can we get 4 great drives here? Peter Strigler. This is going huge. Stay in, stay in. It stays in. It's similar shot to Ronnie's, although Ronnie did a whole hyzer shot.
Yep.
And Peter did a full flex line. And we are now at the 18th green with Daniel Davidsson. Putting. Oh, he took it. Yeah. And now KJ Naibo. Daniel took it a bit comforting there. Making sure he has at least the par. Can KJ capitalize? Surely! That's KJ Naibo there for you folks. That's great. So So that was KJ, and he actually took the birdie, so he moved up. He's now tied 16th for the second day. Daniel and Ronnie, they are there. They're both finished. They're both 10 under. 2 ice creams for me at this point. But can Niklas and Jakub do something great here?
Yeah, I have high hopes that we will see the 11 down, but at least we have seen double digits.
Yes, and that's, yeah.
For a little while, a couple hours ago, we didn't see that reasonable, and but luckily the guys have heated up on the back nine, and now we're seeing multiple hot scores.
And I believe these Mandos and OBs, the more strict lines of OB, they are not like big differences on the course.
No.
But before this tournament, like in the 2018 era, Eagle did like -13, -15 rounds here. And it's not so given anymore because of those stricter OBs and Mandos. You have few room to work with.
Yeah, they have tried to at least do little things to make it harder. It has always been a kind of discussion, is this too easy for pros?
This is high Anheuser for Niklas. Looks beautiful. Oh my god, Niklas Anttila just near the bullseye for the birdie. And he might be taking the 10 down.
10 down.
Double digits. Are we gonna see the 4-way tie on the top? That would be so cool. But please, do the -11. Do it for this guy right here, Teemu Nissinen, besides me in the booth. Paul doesn't like this so much.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Yes, that's fine, yeah. Skipping the circle's edge. I mean, about 8 meters, 7 meters or so. And next, on the 17th, Jakub Semerad. That's great height.
Yeah, that looks
Fade in
in the basket.
Similar to Niklas. We've seen even those approach shots to turn around and roll down. So these guys are doing a great job with the power and the disc selection.
Hopefully Peter can have a good upshot, and we could see third star frame in a row.
Think about that, folks. We are in Konopiście. Yeah, it's not the hardest course, but these are not the easiest holes of the course. 16 and 17 are not the easiest ones. 16 being the 6th most difficult hole, and they star framed that just a minute ago. This looks like Ronnie has changed his hat. But it's Peter Strigler for the second throw. Go, 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 go. That's great.
Yep.
About 6 meters. Let's see that Anttila's Anheuser drive again. All 3 other guys, they took the forehand, but Niklas is really trusting his backhand, at least on these touchy shots there. That's an understable control driver, I believe.
I'm always saying that Niklas has the best angle control nowadays on tour.
Yeah.
Probably best in the world to shape shots. He doesn't have the biggest arm, but he's very, very good with his angles.
Yeah.
Anheisers, hyzer flips, and yeah, that's his key. Good driving, good angle control, and very deadly on putting green.
And he's been that ever since he started. He came to PDGA in 2017 and turned pro in 2018. And the first PDGA competition he took attendance to, he won with 12 strokes at age 16 in the junior division. And now Paul. Oh, no, 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 stay. Stay. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. That's outside circle 1.
Yep. That was
Stuck to your hand.
Yeah, that was not very good looking putt.
Oh, that.
I don't know what happened, but yeah, that didn't look normal.
About 14 meters uphill. Paul has made these before.
He takes 5 seconds.
Yeah.
5 seconds and then putts.
Yep. Oh, and chain out again. Paul Macbeth making from birdie to bogey on the second to last hole here at Konopiště opening day.
Yeah,
Tough spot there for Paul Macbeth. He didn't wish for this kind of a round.
yeah, that was surprising. He turned the things down after hole 10. He had six hole birdie streak coming to this hole, and now he 3-putted for bogey. So
Yeah, great putt from Peter there.
let's see if Paul can have finished Sisu and can he bounce back on the last hole.
At least we should bring him some Sisu pastilles. Yeah, Jakub, nice. Nice birdie. And now Niklas. 3.5 meters. Nikke nosto again. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So Jakub have 7 birdies in a row now.
7 birdies, and that's tough to do at any course this level. And Konopište, the back 9, he was struggling in the front 9, which is the more easier of these two. He's 8 down. He's 7 down for the back 9. That's crazy. And it's so great to see again these young players to make their way to the top and managing the mental difficulties that you might face there.
Yeah. And yeah, we have seen exciting scores today. Lots of young guns. So I'm very, very excited to see what tomorrow the moving day brings, and can the Paul catch up the top? Since everybody thinks he came into Europe and gonna tear the competition, but so far haven't been that easy for him.
And it's fair to say that everybody has made mistakes this round. There have been like given birdies and chain outs and missing the basket from like 7 meters. And it's really exciting to see what tomorrow comes.
But from my key things, when we started the round, my 1 point was avoid bogeys, and that was Paul's 3rd bogey already on this round. So even like Niklas, he haven't played perfect, but he haven't taken a single bogey. So his scorecard is clean, but Paul have 3 bogeys. So it's been a big factor today.
And that was Jakub.
Yeah, he have like a 14-meter look for birdie.
And Niklas in a great spot here. See, he has 4 birdies in a row and 8 birdies in last 11 holes. Can he manage to put this close up for the 11 under? 4-way tie at the top right now. Too stable for the bullseye, but that's straight. That's much more straighter of a shot that I was.
Yeah, that was a putter. That is 10.5 meter. So
yeah, that's fine for Niklas.
I still have a high hopes for 11 down.
Yeah, sure, and me too. I'm rooting for that too now. Peter. It is high, it is turning. We need that slow speed.
He will
turn.
finish up on the similar spot. Okay, let's see, can Paul bounce back?
Paul, make an ace here. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
To -9 for the first round. Still calling it. He's gonna take the birdie. At least we hope so. Oh, that's a big skip.
Yeah, that was a mid-range, so a bit more skip.
And if there is one player in the world who is willing to take those risks and knows that those risks are there, it's Paul Macbeth.
Yeah, for sure.
Paul has been playing a long time. PDGA number 27523 from Huntington Beach, California. 33 of age, born in July 9th, 1990, so soon to be 34. He took his PDGA license in 2005 and turned pro in 2008. And late 18, he switched from Innova to Discraft, which was one of the biggest news of sponsorship of this sport ever.
Yeah, probably the biggest we have seen.
Yeah, and as we are walking down the 18th, just again, this has been amazing disc golf to see here at the Konopiště opening, and this is the first day of Disc Golf Network streaming the Euro Tour live from Czech Republic and through the studio in Helsinki, and it's marvelous to have you here with us, dear viewers, in the YouTube or in the Disc Golf Network. And if you are on the YouTube side of things, please have a consider for the subscription to the Disc Golf Network, because tomorrow you won't see anything on the YouTube, because the second and the third final round, they are only for the Disc Golf Network subscribers. And if you happen to have a PDGA subscription yourself, you're getting 50% of the Disc Golf Network.
Yeah, that's a great deal.
I would check it.
Yeah, and we'll see how these guys can finish the 18. We have 4 Circle 2 putts coming up.
Think about this kind of event for the last round. I would be sad to miss this live.
Yeah.
Paul Macbeth for the birdie. One leg outside of the fence there. Not enough power. Settling for the par, and Paul is going to be 7 under for the round. He's going to be tied 8th for the round. Better for birdie. Oh, that's a close call. Just a bit subtle power. Jakub next. They're on this fence here. And for the fence is inbounds, they can't take any meter off the fence.
Yeah, it's part of the course, so
you have to play as it lies. Can Jakub make a flick of his wrist and take the 11 down score from Teemu's shoulders? Just off the right side. Niklas Anttila. Great scoring today. Can he finish for a birdie? Take the 11 down. He does! He does! That's great putt for Niklas Anttila. And some sorcery skills from Teemu Nissinen, looking that 11 down would be the hot score. So congrats. That's beautiful. Jakub picking up his par, as do Paul and Peter finishing their opening round here at Konopište. Let's see that Niklas Anttila minus 11 putt for the round. Enough height, right side, doesn't care of the little bit chaining there. He's in the basket. That's beautiful. It has been an amazing day, Teemu.
Yeah, for sure. I would say the big takeaway from this round was definitely clean scorecard. Niklas and Daniel showed both bogey-free rounds, and yeah, like I said in the first hole, that avoiding the bogeys is a key here, and Niklas showing minus 11, and yeah, ready for the round 2.
That's a 3 T's. Teemu's third tip. Avoid the bogeys. It has been a pleasure with you, but don't go anywhere. We are going to kick it off to a bit of a commercial break, and you can see how to support our sponsors here. And after that, we are going to have some more analysis and some more interviews coming at you. So don't go away.
you first sign up for a PDJ membership, you're given a PDJ number. Your PDJ number is a stamp for when you got involved in the sport. It's a badge of pride for players and a part of your disc golf identity. Get your number today. Visit pdj.com/join.
Disc Golf Academy is the world's biggest online platform for learning the curves and angles of the world's fastest growing sport. Register today and get access to clear and well-structured lessons and exercises from the very best ever to throw the disc. New content uploaded every week. Start learning today.
Got 41 feet per dosage.
Game of inches.
The Portland Open champion, Adam Hess.
A round of disc golf can be long, and if you're playing in a tournament, it can feel like a marathon. This can leave you physically and mentally fatigued by the end when your shots matter most. With space for your discs, water, and even a place to sit, a cart enables you to bring what you need, helping you feel more prepared and energized without carrying the extra weight. This can help you maintain your edge and save you strokes to do every round.
Welcome back. We have Paul Macbeth in the clubhouse ready for your interview. Let's hear from him.
PDGA Euro Tour, Konopiście Open, Paul Macbeth, world champion. 7 under, good score, but what are your sensations after this first round?
Very disappointed with that round. I don't know what happened, but forehand just completely disappeared that round. I feel like anytime I threw it, it was either a par or bogey, not really with the opportunity for a birdie. So that's something I'm gonna have to either work on here or switch it up, because I do lean on it a lot on this course.
You had a very good back nine with 6 birdies in a row, so there is hope. Only some ups and downs with 3 bogeys, but maybe solving those problems could give you an option for victory.
I agree. This is the worst round I've played since I've been here, so not a big fan of that. So I look forward to the next 2 rounds and fight my way back, 4 back. So
you will be back for sure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So there we heard it, Paul Macbeth. It was interesting, the last thing he said, that this is his first round here since coming to here, and he has had some rough things going on for him, but he really was off this day.
Yeah, and like we saw on the round, and he commented that every sidearm he threw was sawed off to the right or he yanked to the left. So it's interesting to see what he's going to do tomorrow. Is he going to switch up more to the backhand, or is he keep trying to throw the sidearm? But like I said early today, that this tournament is you have to beat Niklas Anttila, and Niklas is top of the leaderboard. Yeah, I think Paul will have a hard time, and he definitely need to shoot double digits on both rounds on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. Let's toss it over to the green, and we have Niklas Anttila ready for the interview. 11 under round. Let's hear from him.
Niklas Anttila, you're the sole leader in the first round of the Konopiście Open. You cannot do much better than that, no?
I mean, I think I could. There was a couple of putts I missed. One really short one on hole 5, I think. But yeah, it was good disc golf.
Do you feel that 11 under is going to be the pace for the winning? It's a matter of maintaining that pace on the 3 rounds. What do you think? Where do you think is the limit?
I think it's close. Somewhere in between 10 and 12 is going to be good round here. So yeah.
We're so glad to have you here back in Europe. You have made a long season in the US. What has been your sensations after this long trip to America?
Yeah, it was fun. I was playing good too. Only one bad tournament, but that happens to all of us sometimes. And yeah, but I enjoy being back home now, and here in Konopiście, it's a good place to be.
And especially for you, because you have good memories here from the last tournaments.
Yes, it feels like my second home for some reason. It's a very good place, and I enjoy being here and I enjoy playing here. It's hard to play bad on this course for me.
Yeah. For that European Championships 2021. Congratulations and good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.
And here is your top 10 leaderboard for the opening day in Benešov, Czech Republic, the Konopiště Open 2023. Niklas Anttila leading the tournament after the first day, 11 under for the round, and 3 guys on the -10 mark there.
Yeah.
That was some great disc golf we saw today.
Yeah, definitely, and we'll have an interesting lead card tomorrow. 3 Finns, couple young guns, Daniel, Roni. Niklas is still young, but he feels like a veteran since he have a big wins already.
And he's definitely a gun.
Yeah, yeah. And then Jakub, who is obviously from Czech, so, and Paul from Chase Card. So it's going to be very interesting tomorrow to see how it's going to play out.
And we hope these players get their rest that is needed after this long round. It was about 3 hours for the round they played, so
yeah,
it's a tough time there, and it's over 3,300 meters, the track, so it's a long one.
Yeah, it's one of the longest on the tour.
So here are your broadcast hours for the Konopiště Open, June 16th to June 18th. 8 a.m. in the morning local time is the FPO card, and MPO starts at 3:30, 15:30, and you can see that all live at the Disc Golf Network stream services. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Teemu, from the studio. My name is Esa-Pekka Tupala, and we all hope to catch you again tomorrow for the moving day action.
Yeah, thank for all the viewers, and we see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.